I'm Taren. I'll be your RD today. Are there any questions you have before we get started?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself and why you came to see an RD.
Well, my sister's wedding is coming up in a couple of months, so I'm looking to lose some weight before then. Also, I've recently been diagnosed with celiac disease, and I need help figuring out the foods I should and shouldn't be eating.
Okay, so you've been diagnosed with celiacs and you want to lose a few pounds. What are your goals as far as weight loss?
Ideally, I would like to lose around 5 pounds within the next 2 months. I love to walk with my dog, and sometimes I do yoga when I have the time. I'm a very big pasta eater, and I hear that's not good to eat with celiac disease. Can you please tell me more about that?
Okay, I definitely think that's a good goal to have. I think that going gluten-free can definitely help you with your weight loss goal. Pasta does contain gluten, but there's so many variations of gluten-free pastas on the shelves that I really don't think you're going to have a problem trying to replace that for gluten-free pasta. What would a typical day of your diet consist of?
Well, usually I start my morning off with a granola bar or some yogurt with granola. Granola tends to fill me, so I like to eat that in the morning. And then for a snack, I will have some crackers with peanut butter. Lunch, I usually have a salad with popcorn chicken and white rice. And then dinner, I love to eat all kinds of pasta dishes.
Okay, so granola is definitely something we can work on as far as being on a gluten-free diet. Oats actually don't contain any gluten, and they're safe to have. However, in a lot of granolas, there can be ingredients that do contain gluten. So I'll definitely give you a handout before you go of different granolas that you can consume that don't contain gluten. As far as crackers for your morning snack, there are a ton of different variations. I know there are nut thins, brown rice crackers, flaxseed crackers, and you can definitely still have peanut butter. That's safe to have.
Are there also a lot of gluten-free pastas I can eat?
Yeah, on shelves there are actually a ton of varieties of pastas. I actually eat the brown rice pasta myself and I love it. You can really find any shaped pasta that you would normally find on the shelves that are gluten-free nowadays, and you can even substitute if you want pastas for something like soy or tapioca. Potatoes are safe to have, quinoa. Those are all good and safe to have that are gluten-free. And if you especially cook pasta with a lot of different sauces, you're really not going to find much of a difference in taste.
Okay, what else should I stay away from? Because I tend to cook pasta with meat and also sometimes make cream sauces.
Well, meat is safe to have as long as there isn't breading on it. However, you can make gluten-free breading yourself if you like to cook. As far as cream sauces, dairy is something you'll be able to consume. You can eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, meats, fish, and eggs. They're all safe to have as long as there is no wheat-based product on them. Anything with any sort of wheat, you're going to want to try and stay away from.
So should I cut out the popcorn chicken completely and stick with the grilled chicken only?
Well, again, the popcorn chicken is going to have a breading on it, which is most likely going to contain gluten, so you're going to want to try and stay away from that. So if you make your own, there are ways to alternate it, so you can make it gluten-free. If you buy popcorn chicken at the store, you may be able to find a gluten-free section that you can consume that. If you eat it at school and you can't find a gluten-free option, you're probably going to want to substitute that for something like grilled chicken that doesn't have any gluten in it.
Okay. Also, I typically walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes, 3 days a week. I want to work out a little bit more to help with my weight loss goal.
Okay, so you enjoy walking?
I love walking outside with my dog on the treadmill or on the track.
Okay, so maybe we can increase the 3 days a week to 5 days a week. If you're walking on a treadmill, maybe we can try and do 10 minutes of incline, 10 minutes of regular walking, and maybe we can mix in a little bit of weight training. Cardio is great, but also weight training is good for burning fat.
That sounds perfect, but I'm not very knowledgeable in weight training. Is there any sort of guidelines you can give me to help me?
Well, I can definitely, if you want and if you're open to it, I can refer you to a personal trainer. They definitely have more knowledge than I do in weight training.
Okay, but that sounds kind of expensive.
Well, I do know a trainer at the gym up the road who offers first time free, and if you like it, then they can definitely work with you on the price.
Okay, I'm definitely willing to look into it.
Great, I'll give you his information for you to contact. Are there any other questions you have before we leave?
Yeah, the only thing is if I'm out and I'm not sure if something is gluten-free, what happens if I accidentally consume it?
Well, if you have celiac disease and you eat gluten, you can experience bloating, chronic diarrhea, vomiting, and constipation. What happens is actually the villi, which are the tiny hair-like projections on your small intestine, they're going to become flattened. And if you eat gluten, then that decreases your ability to absorb nutrients. If you go to a party and you accidentally eat a cookie that's not gluten-free, you're not going to die, but you may experience some discomfort, and you're going to definitely want to try and stick to a true gluten-free diet because your outcomes are going to be best.
Okay, I'll try my best to stick to a completely gluten-free diet.
Okay, that sounds great. Any other questions?
I don't think so. Thank you for the information.
Yep, no problem. I'll see you in 2 weeks to see your progress, and also I'll give you some handouts to take home to see what gluten-free foods you can consume.
Awesome, thank you.